Hi, and welcome to Jaybot's review of Full Home Unfolds in 1 Hour, Kitchen, Bathroom Included. It's one of the boxable homes, and I think this is the one that Elon Musk, or the type that Elon Musk buys from the same company. But I have been following tiny homes for a while, and I'm going to give my opinion of what I feel is great and bad about these tiny homes. So let's get into it. As you can see on 39 seconds into the film, they're unboxing the home, and you can see that they're unfolding it, but they're using like the mold, like they got this molding on the outside of the home. I don't like that. I don't like that molding. I don't like the color, and I don't like the look. Um, what I do like is that it's very uh, quick to assemble so far. So 1 minute and 8 seconds into the video, you'll see that they already have the home constructed, and they have like furniture in there, and they have a refrigerator and a little washer and everything like that. First thing I'd like to get out the way is all of my videos related to tiny homes, or just anything, any of my opinions with tiny homes. I don't like windows. I'm not a window person. I don't like them. But if they're the right material, if they're like solar reflective, energy efficient windows, 100% virgin vinyl, and they block out the sun and still allow you to see outside, then those are the type of windows that would change my mind. Any other windows, I am completely against them, and I don't would never want them a part of a tiny home that I would personally take part in. So 1 minute 13 seconds into the video, you'll see that they have the kitchen with the refrigerator. First thing with refrigerators in tiny homes, I don't like full size refrigerators. It's just terrible. I don't believe that that much is needed for a home, especially a tiny home and tiny living, because part of tiny living is like conserving things and using only your bare essentials. And 9 times out of 10, there's a good chance that the space in the refrigerator is going to get just unused, and there's not going to be a lot in it. So in my mind, the biggest enemy in any tiny home build is unused and wasted space. But another thing that I'd like to point out in this part of the video is, if you look closely, you'll see they have a countertop already preset, and they have a they have cabinets and countertops already preset. It's terrible. I don't like cabinets, and I don't like countertops that are taking up all this kind of space. You don't need that much counter space, and you don't in a tiny home, and you don't need that much sink space. So the fact that they have all these things in the tiny home, and they even have full size cabinets. The fact that they have this in there is kind of like, in my mind, it's the opposite of tiny living, but they managed to pull it off. So that's a positive, because like I said, I'll give my honest opinion of the tiny home, and I'll also give a positive on top of that. So it is a positive that, despite all these negatives, they managed to pull off putting full size stuff in a tiny home, which is definitely a positive. Which is definitely a positive on their side. It's something I would never do. But then another really nice positive that I like and I appreciate is they have a sliding door where they'll enter that rail right by the bathroom, and as you can see, that the door will slide on that bar. Now that's a kind of really very inventive way, because it doesn't waste any space. Oh, so the next commentary is in 1 minute 17 seconds into the video. You'll see that they have a full shower, and that they have a sink, and a bathroom sink and a toilet. One thing in tiny homes that I don't believe in is normal toilets and plumbing. I believe that there should be composting toilets, and I believe that when you build a tiny home, there are specific things with the plumbing that should be done that never really gets an option to do when you choose these, what I call cookie cutter designs for these tiny homes. They're pre-built, they're pre-made, and you get what you get when you pull it out of the box. That's why I call it cookie cutter. You don't get an option to choose what type of insulation you want. You don't get an option to choose what type of plumbing or plastic you want. There's a lot of options and things that you don't get to choose, and that's why, I feel that some of these out of the box tiny homes they're nice for some people, but they may not be nice for all. Next part of the video, 3 minutes and 31 seconds into the video, you'll see that they're at the boxable warehouse, and there's all kinds of different designs of tiny homes, which is great. One thing I think that they're losing with this tiny home is that, one, there's a sense of because there's so many walls, or because there's so many windows, there's lack of wall space, and because there's lack of wall space, you're losing out on the opportunity for vertical space. And when you use vertical space in tiny homes, you can use vertical space for things like storage or things like vertical gardens, and there's lots of things to explore and adventures to be had. But when you sacrifice wall space for windows, then you're giving that up. So I think that is another count against the boxable design. All right, so I'm going to stop my review. I'm going to stop my review at 4 minutes into the video. I greatly appreciate you tagging along with me on this review for Jaybot reviews of tiny homes. Please like and subscribe if you would like to see more. I think that Elon Musk probably may like this type of design, and there are lots of people that may like this type of design in tiny homes. I'm not one of them, but that's okay, because the best part about tiny homes is there's so many different types and varieties for everybody. Everybody ends up happy. So once again, thank you for tuning in, and have a great day.